The War of the Worlds, the OG 1953 adaptation, directed by Byron Hashkin. This is, of course, based on the H.G. Wells story of the same name. It's one of his most popular stories. It's a good, solid one, a unique premise for the time. It can be changed, modified, updated pretty easily. And most important of all, it's out of copyright. The War of the Worlds is known for the bizarre incident where Orson Welles put on a radio drama adaptation of it and caused a nationwide panic because people believed that aliens actually were invading. A lot of these old 1950s sci fi films are fondly remembered, but if you actually sit down and watch them, they suck. Most of them are 95% people standing around talking. This one isn't like that. This one hits different, it flows. There's always something happening. It still has build up. There's some great tension building at the start. You're on the edge of your seat. What is going to happen? What are these aliens going to look like? It has character development, but it never drags its feet. It never slows down and makes you question whether or not you want to be watching it. What would normally be a boring meeting is fast paced and exciting. You're sitting there thinking, oh, these are very well laid plans. These are desperate people in a bad situation doing everything they can to try to save humanity. There's a feeling of old school Hollywood excess. There's constant gunshots and explosions. It's total chaos. You just don't see things done quite like this anymore. It reminds me a little bit of Star Wars, of the original one, where they used actual weapons firing blanks and were just spraying. The Technicolor is beautiful. There's something about the way the colors pop using this technique. Again, even with the advanced digital film that they use now, it just doesn't look like this. Everything about this film is iconic. The design of the tripods is unique. That shape with that thing on top, the way it shoots the sparks out, the sounds of the weapons are iconic. The Martian weapons are that classic ray gun sound. And again, it's dialed up to 11. You're just constantly hearing these barrages, seeing all these soldiers and tanks and vehicles getting destroyed. There really is a sense that these things are invincible and are just laying waste to anything that challenges them. Everywhere they go is laid to ruins. It really does feel like an apocalyptic event. The heroes of this film are scientists, military leaders, and journalists, which is going to clash a great deal with how modern people see things. We've learned to distrust such people. We've also come to distrust the government. The government in this film is actually fairly competent. They managed to hold things together for quite a bit, but eventually things do descend into chaos. We start to see the worst side of people as they panic and loot. It is interesting that the scientists were considering switching to a biological warfare approach after the nukes failed. but their convoy was ambushed by looters before they could carry this out. And then the Martians end up naturally dying from pathogens that are in nature. And so it makes me wonder if there was maybe some kind of rewrite or something at the last minute. You would think that they would be the ones to use germ warfare to stop them. Another interesting change is that the tripods kind of aren't tripods. They are more like flying saucers. They're said to be actually be walking on these magnetic legs that are briefly shown at the beginning. I'm guessing that this was done to save money because doing stop motion animation for all these things would have taken forever. The plot is what we've come to expect from films like this. Mysterious meteorites crash to Earth. They open up to reveal these war machines. A scientist just happens to be there, where he can observe them, where he can advise the military as they respond. He then teams up with a bunch of other scientists to try to find a way to stop them. The thing that makes this story different from other alien invasions is that the aliens naturally die from germs. That's interesting because normally it's what human beings do. They find some weakness and exploit it. It's honestly kind of disappointing when you think about it. I have mixed feelings about the look of the aliens themselves. The arm reaching out at the end is very creepy looking. It's very iconic again. Their face, that eye kind of looks like an uncanny face, and the colors of it is one of those instantly recognizable things. But on the other hand, they kind of look funny, especially when they move. We get a glimpse of one running by where they look out the window. The way its arms move is funny. The way the arms flail on it after it gets hit and runs out of the room is actually funny, although the noise it makes is, again, pretty creepy. When that weird, slimy, long fingered arm grabs her shoulder, it is frightening. It's weird to think that something from 1953 would be able to do that. This film would go on to influence a lot of stuff moving forward. A lot of the other adaptations of The War of the Worlds, even the ones that go by other names, such as Independence Day. The protagonist's name would go on to be used for the original villain on the show Mystery Science Theater 3000. So, yeah, I think this is a great adaptation. I think that it's a great alien invasion film. I definitely recommend it.